Hello, hello. Can everyone hear me? Join. Right. Alrighty. So I think we'll go ahead and start. So, hello everyone. This is a stream on how to integrate Olympics games in the abstract portal. So, today's stream will be quite short to as an indicator also of how easy it is to implement your game on the abstract portal when you use the Olympics SDK. So, the first thing we will do is revisit the solitaire game example that we used in the previous stream for rolling tournaments. So if you can remember, we had the solitaire game with a very simple UI and very simple logic for rolling tournaments. So a quick reminder of what rolling tournaments are. Rolling tournaments are a way to monetize your single player game. You can implement asynchronous tournaments using the Olympics SDK, where players can join the tournaments at any time, and the tournaments will automatically conclude once the maximum number of players have participated. Players pay a calculated entry fee based on the prize that you as a developer set. So, quick reminder, in Solitaire we had very simple, actually it was 2 before, I changed it now to 50, but we had a very simple rolling tournament setup with a player count of 4 and the prize of 2 ton. That's how it was working before for ton. So Olympics SDK will automatically calculate the entry fee each player needs to pay in order for the prize to be distributed correctly. So yes, now that you remember how rolling tournaments work, let's get into the purposes of this stream. So first thing we will do is code changes will be very minimal. Um, Firstly, because you almost don't need to change anything once you have rolling tournaments set up in your game, and that's by design. We want to make rolling tournaments as easy as possible to implement in any currency that you want, and any coin that the Olympics supports, at least. And yes, the only thing you would have to do is, for example, change the price value because obviously the nature of coins is that prices are, sorry, the currency is different. So, for example, 1 ton is not equivalent to 1 ether. The price is very different, and you need to set this up in such a way that tournaments are enticing to your players. For example, playing 1 ether as the entry fee is probably going to be way too high for most people, whereas paying 1 ton as the entry fee could be a very good price. This is up to you to design and implement in your game, and this is something that Olympics offers for you, right? Yeah, so for the game, we will most likely not change anything in the code. I will reuse the previous build that we made in Solitaire, but I'll show you how to do it very simply. As you can see, we had this price. You could also change it in the editor as well. We would make it 50, because I will be using Pengu coin. I'll show it later. And now that this is 50, the price will be 50 Pengu, and Olympics will automatically calculate an entry fee based on a player count of 4. All right, so ideally in your games, you will have a system that supports multiple coins, not just one, as this example. You can do this by using the ticker in the available coins that Olympics sends. So we also have a GUID, which is more secure and better to use in general, but you will have to do a bit more digging to see the GUID is. Yes, but you have the coin ticker here, which is ton for ton, pengu for pengu, very straightforward. And you can select you can select a specific config of prize and players count per tournament if you'd like. I won't get into those details in this tutorial because it's a lot of setup that we don't need right now. But yeah, so just so you know that you can do that. All right. Then to continue, uh, the main thing here is if we open up the game again, let me clear my cache, fresh. So as you can see, we're using the previous build that we made in last stream, and we have the same thing. As you can see, Olympics shows you a list of coins that you can pick in your game. So this is the exact same build we made last time for rolling tournaments. Nothing was added here, uh, including the change I made right now in the code. So I can click Pengu, for example, and get my game ID. And once I set this up, well, we don't need to now. The game should automatically load with Pengu as a selected coin. The players are 4 and the prize is 2, so an entry fee of 0.9 Pengu per player. Again, you need to change this in your games, of course. But yeah, and then the playpad automatically adjusts to show Pengu everywhere. So why I want to show you this is to show you the power of rolling tournaments and how they're configured. You can support almost every single coin that we have in Olympics, or every single coin that we have in Olympics, and you can change this seamlessly. There are some issues by platform that I'll explain later, but it's as simple as doing that, and Olympics will automatically join the game and stake for Pengu. So I won't put you through my very bad gameplay of Solitaire. I am very bad at this game, but yes, that works. So the next thing we should understand and get into is what the abstract portal is. The abstract portal is a portal by the abstract team, surprisingly, and this portal is a portal where you can find um, where players can find your game. Here you can find an ever-growing list of games that all integrate the abstract chain with multiple different coins on abstract. So if we enter the portal here, I'll log in with my abstract wallet. Skip this, sorry, abstract team. But yes, here you can see a list of ever-growing games. This is specifically the Spotlight. This is another one of Olympics games called Pengu Clash, which we released on Abstract not too long ago. And yeah, all these games are in the Abstract portal, of course. They're not all using Olympics, but Pengu Clash is using the Olympics and it's working in Abstract. Yeah, so now we should get into some of the requirements that I was mentioning earlier, specifically the requirements for the Abstract portal. There are two links in the Abstract portal that you should have. Uh, those links I will paste in the chat in a little bit. Oh, sorry about that. Here they are. So these are some links from Abstract on the guidelines that they require for the game. Luckily, the most important parts of these requirements should be covered by Olympics by default. So number one, the first requirement is connecting your AGW wallet, which is the Abstract wallet. Olympics already handles this by default. As you can see, when I connect my wallet, the Abstract wallet is shown over here, and I can then connect. I already have one, of course. And I sign in, I approve, and my Abstract wallet will be shown over here. The second one is using abstract chain. So this is what I was mentioning earlier by requirements. You cannot use Ton in abstract because it's a different chain, and you cannot use abstract in Ton because they're different chains. Normally platforms do not allow for things like this. So the way to handle this in the game is by adding some form of filtering based on the coins available that the SDK sends you. The SDK and the playpad by default will sort these coins for you. If you are playing in the Telegram environment, Ton coins will be sorted to the top, and if you are playing in browser environments, EVM coins will be sorted to the top. So let's say, let me clear my cache again. So let's say over here I'm playing on Ton on browser. I have Pengu and Ton selected as my coins. So you as a developer can choose which coins you want to support, of course. Uh, so I want to support Pengu and Ton. Then let me re-add my game ID. Now once this starts, sorry, connect the wallet again. Clearing the cache clears cache, surprisingly enough. All right. So we will be able to see now that all coins are shown in the game. This is by design. We do not filter the coins for you, but we sort them. As you can see, since we are in the browser, Pengu is shown first and Ton is shown second. So if you want to support both chains, you have to add filtering in the game yourself. Specifically, you can check by which is the first coin available and then remove the other coins. So this is not a limitation on our ecosystem, but it's a limitation um, on the portals, right? So yeah, portals don't like it to advertise other portals coins. That makes sense. We can all agree with that. So yeah, it's a bit more lengthy to explain that, so I won't get into it here, but it is possible, and I wanted to show you the. But yes, Olympics already supports using the abstract chain as number two, and the last thing is having audited smart contracts, which Olympics has as well. So that being said, uh, once you make a game with Olympics and rolling tournaments, you should be able to upload it to abstract without any issues. All right. Then the next thing to talk about is on-ramp logic. On-ramp, if you already know, it's a way to increase your coin balance in your wallet. Olympics by default allows you to do this from all the games that are uploaded in Olympics via the Playpad Island. In the Playpad Island, depending on the coin that you support, this changes automatically. You can simply buy Pengu and it will automatically go inside your wallet, not your battle wallet, but your actual wallet. Olympics also supports adding currencies to the battle wallet and withdrawing from your battle wallet. This was already discussed in the previous stream as well. And finally, we're almost done. The Once your game is working with abstract coins and everything is working good in your rolling tournaments using abstract chain, you should be able to release your game on abstract. To do so, you will need right here. This is a link to apply to release a game on abstract. So we as Olympics do not handle this. We'll have to handle it, and let me copy it to the stream. Here it is. And I'll also copy this link. It's a link for any metamaterials that Abstract provides. So stuff like the logo and other stuff that you might want to add to your game. And yeah, that's basically it. You will need to follow the very clear questions or form that Abstract provides. Fill it out as you go. You will have a link, the official link of your game. You will need to request that from us. So this link, as you can see, it's for testing. The official link of your game will look something more like this. And over here, you will notice that you do not have to select the coins. That's by design as well. The coins will be selected by you as a developer, and players will not be able to change the selected coins. So you must tell us what you want. But yeah, anyway, once you have this link, then you can continue with the form and simply upload the link of your game. Yep, so another thing to add will be the documentation for abstract. I lost the tab, sorry. Here you go. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. As simple as that. Olympics automatically supports abstract chain, automatically supports on-ramp, and uploading to abstract, you will need to go through their upload process. So, uh, perfect timing. I have reserved around 5 minutes for questions. If anyone has any questions, please type it in the chat. So, general integration with Olympics for a Unity game. Um, First place to start would be our documentation. We have a lot of documentation on how to integrate Olympics into your Unity games. Specifically for single player asynchronous games and rolling tournaments, we have a few streams that should be uploaded into our YouTube channel as well that you can check. The previous stream that we hosted or that I hosted should also be uploaded so you can see how easy it is to integrate rolling tournaments. But the best place to start is always the official docs. Yeah, of course, Kryptonic. So this island is basically a front-end model that will always show on top of your games. Um, of course, this will cover your game view, but only in the menu. It will automatically hide in gameplay. So you should take it into account and leave some space for the island to show. The island automatically handles player connections, player accounts, battle wallets, and the user's wallet's display. So you don't have to handle this in the game yourself. So for example, if I am to click on my account over here, I'm able to disconnect my wallet. I'm able to copy my wallet address if you want. And then over here for the battle wallet, you can swap freely between your wallet and your battle wallet. And here was the on-ramp model I showed. Additionally, there's some more settings over here, but it's basically a different of the same things. And you can also change your nickname and your profile picture if you like. Okay, so maybe my name is already taken. Yes. There are any other questions? Now is the time. We've got a couple minutes left. Yes, it will work. It should work at least everything in all web builds, iOS, Android, and browser. Sorry if I answer your questions a bit late. There's a few seconds of delay in the stream. But all right, I think we'll wrap it up. Thank you everyone for joining the stream. I hope it was informative, and I hope it was yeah that you understand now how easy it is to implement different currencies in rolling tournaments and how you can monetize your game, your single player games using Olympics. Thank you very much. Have a good day and happy coding. Bye bye.